or rain. I really need to clean them gutters out. I'll have to rig me something up to do it with though. Good Lord. My black cat, Diamond, laying up there on top of the car. He loves to lay up there. I hadn't been back 5 minutes hardly. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get this sucker unloaded. I'm gonna try to get that damn garbage can out from under there too. And of course, most of the stuff, well, a lot of it's gonna be for the yard sale. This got rained on. This is a doormat. We can always use them. They ain't wore out. They just need vacuuming. There come Diamond. Hey, baby. And that's the remote. That's gonna go in the thing. Here's something you don't see often anymore. These damn hair dryers with the cord. And the cheap mop that ain't wore out. This lamp looks intact. Oh my aching back. These shelves, there's 3 of them, they look like they're about 6 foot long. Maybe longer. Maybe longer. There was a lot of stuff out there this morning. Actually, this thing's about 8 foot. Now, I kind of have to, my back don't hurt when I'm sitting down or laying down. It's when I stand up without any support it starts hurting right and small on my back. Matter of fact, when I get done unloading this stuff, I'm going to the phone and call the vet. Not the vet. Call the VA and see if I can get back in there. Something ain't right with my back. I don't know what it is. But I have to take rest. And I'm going to put these 8-foot steel shells on Craigslist. I still got the price tag on it. That's a keep life. I need one of them. This is a DVD player of some sort. It may work. It'd be worth more if it was, but I don't think nobody uses these much anymore. And here's an iron. Looks in good shape. Got rained on. I'm gonna dry that sucker out, plug it up, see what happens. There's some pretty good scrap in these irons. Like this thing here is solid aluminum there, but you have to work a little bit to get it off. Got this plastic container. We can always use them things. Got a 4-slice toaster, and I almost guarantee you that's going to be scrap. Got some coax. I'm going to throw these cans in there right now. Now, there was 4 of these Czech drinks. I think that's Walmart brand. Let me see if I can see a date on them things. There's 4 of them. Ain't been open. But I do know these things would go bad. Put that in there. I'm going to have to bring my vacuum out here. This is a bottle of Professional Detailing Supplies Code Red. Code Red is a medium diluted all-purpose cleaner and degreaser. It is formulated to remove tough dirt, grease, and grime from interior and exterior. So, yeah, that's an imitation plant. Almost looks real. Good yard sale item. My drill. Some tools. I run across a TV and I just opened it up right there on the curb. And got that. The gas wire I wish it had been copper, but it's aluminum. Tools. I always grab these pots. And this is one, it's ceramic. It's got this thing on the front, and it's a pumpkin. Yard sale. This is the yoke off of that TV and get the copper off of that. My rake. I don't know what that is. The wire on it looks like aluminum. And this is a plant stand with plants in it. That's probably going to be a keep life. My daughter's going to want that. Now, I'm going to see if I can pull that out. Correct. It's still usable. Okay, garbage can looks like it'll survive. And this pile of stuff here, Not bad for just right here in the neighborhood, and I'm pretty much, when I take the boy to school and everything, I'm going right by most of this stuff. Bailey, what are you doing? Jump down, baby. I don't need you up here right now. Jump down. Gosh. Got to give her a bath. She's smelling. Anyway, that's the stuff for this morning. And of course, I've got them 8-foot, 3 8-foot shelves right there. I'm going to put them on Craigslist right away. And you know, here again, my daughter's going to like that little stand there. Here again, Fridays is not really good in this neighborhood, but now Tuesdays, if there's going to be anything out there, it's going to be on Tuesdays. And I didn't cover the whole neighborhood. I'm looking to get me one. There's a section over there. Every time I go in there, I get lost, and I come out in the area that's away from here, and I have to turn around, go down the main road, and come back around and get home. But I don't know the roads in there all that good. And they're Blue, get over here. Get over here. I tell you what, she gets out on that road like she's a damn car. Get your butt over here. Where you going? Who you think you are? Somebody snatch you and take you home. Bailey, jump down, girl. I ain't got time. Anyway, there's something called Map My Ride, and Scrapping Pallet Man uses it, and I think Shane Man TV uses it. But I ain't figured out how to download that thing and get it on my phone. But he lays that phone up there on the dash, up there above the steering wheel, and it's showing all the roads in that area. And everywhere he goes in there, it leaves a black line. It shows him where he's been and where he hasn't been. And also how to get the hell out of the area. I'm going to have to get that, because I like to work that area over there, but I don't like going in there and getting turned around. And I get turned around in there easy. It's not like square blocks. They meander and stuff, and you go down one road and it's a cul-de-sac and a dead end and all that stuff. And when I find my way out of there, most of the time I'm at least a mile away from where I want to be. Anyhow, the garbage can survive. Alright, went and done my pickup. That little neighborhood deal I do on Tuesdays and Friday mornings on trash day, unless it's a lot of stuff out there, it won't take me an hour. And sometimes around 30 minutes. Most times 30 to 45 minutes. And some of that stuff on that video, I had found something else this morning that I forgot to show on the video. I almost didn't take it. It's a platter, and you can see what in it. And I looked at it and I said, you know, that my mama back in the 50s used to have some dishes like that, and cups, same color and everything. So I grabbed it, and a while ago I Google this thing. It's a Fire King ovenware, 17-inch platter. And the value on eBay and stuff right now is around $20 for that platter. So it's an antique, and this is called Jadeite. I guess because of the color. But you used to see a lot of this stuff. There was cups, little saucers, a soup bowl, and plates, and of course the platter. And I think there was a bowl or two, but this was in the trash. I'm glad I snagged it. I almost just left it, but then it hit me. I used to see that stuff in the 50s. Anyway, I've been working on my channel, the way I present stuff and the intros, and I'm still got to do some changes. And I like to talk about things that's happened during my life. I'm 77, so, you know, I have a conscious memory right now of back when I was maybe 4, just barely. Let's see, 1944, I was born in March. 41, 42, 43, 44. I wasn't even 4. And I remember one incident from 1944, the family reunion, and I have a family reunion picture of that. I'll post it along with this video. And I'm the little boy sitting in the front in the little sailor suit. But I remember coming there on the train. We lived in Norfolk, and Daddy worked at the shipyard building those Liberty ships, you know, for war. What the hell? That's an imitation. That ain't supposed to do that. That thing just kicked on. Let me turn that little sucker on. Why did it do that? Anyway, that's part of my video I'm working on. But I remember we lived in Norfolk. The family reunion's in Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. And that reunion, my granddaddy started that in 1936. And it's been held every Labor Day weekend since then. I look at that photo that you'll see on the video here, and I'm not sure how many people's on there, but it's a pretty large group. It's my aunts and uncles and cousins, and my grandmother and grandfather Pearson on my daddy's side. Everybody in that photo is dead now except 7. There's 7 of us in there that's still alive. And they just had the reunion this past weekend. It was Labor Day weekend. And they had, Used to, there was way over 100 people that attended the reunion every year. This time, they only had 87 people there. And I looked at the pictures and stuff of all those people there. And there's only 7 at that reunion that I know personally, you know. The rest of them are all kids from all of my cousins and stuff that's passed away. I don't know them. Most of them I've never even met. So I have no memory, living memory of any of those folks. And I hadn't been to that reunion since 1989. 89 was the last time I went. My oldest grandson, Donovan, was born in 90 in February. And it was a few months away from family reunion. I almost went, but I started remembering things back when I was a child, and I'm going to use the N-word. I don't mean it derogatory, but it's just to tell you what was said, you know, and how it was said. I can't say, like one of my uncles, he always referred to people, he had a bunch of black people working for him. But they weren't colored folks, they weren't black folks, they was niggers. And when he'd talk about one of them or something, well, my niggers has got to get busy or something like that, you know. And so I knew he was racist and probably still was. And I had one cousin that I was pretty close to. He was racist. And my aunt, she was talking to me on the phone in early 90, and she said, "You are coming to the reunion?" And I said, "Well, I don't know." She said, "Well," and they all call me Mac or Mackie. And she said, "Well, Mackie, you can come and bring your grandson, and don't be afraid to bring him." And then she said something that stuck to me, and it offends me to this day, and I love my aunt. And she said, "He can't help what he is." And that is very offensive to me. He can't help he was born, or she could have said, it don't matter that he's mixed or half color. She would have said colored. Her husband would have said he's half nigger. So I was thinking about that, and if I'm out and about with my grandsons and somebody says something racist to them in my presence, you're gonna feel my wrath, and for that reason, I didn't go to the family reunion, because somebody was gonna say something that was offensive, and my aunt had already said something that was offensive, and I had a brother-in-law, my wife's brother, youngest brother. He said basically the same thing. He can't help what he is. And that just flies all over me. The barber I always went to when my grandson was born, and when it come time for him to get a haircut, I said, "Is it going to be all right if I bring my grandson?" And he knew my grandson was biracial. And he, he said, well, just because it's you and I've been knowing you a long time, it's all right if you bring him. But I don't want him bringing none of his friends and stuff. Oh, shit. I said, mister, I've been knowing you a long time, too. But you take them there clippers and stick them up your ass. And you ain't got to worry about you having to stoop low and cut his hair and worry about maybe him bringing some of his friends. And I told him, I said, matter of fact, he's only got one friend that's black and all the rest of them is white. It's stuff like that, you know, it just gets all over me. And they don't think about it. You know, this race stuff was so ingrained, and especially here in the South. Like one time, and I'm ashamed to say this, but at one time I had to go to court. I was a juvenile. And there were some railroad tracks not far from where we lived. And on the other side of the tracks, it was a black section of town. And we used to go over and play on the railroad tracks, and some black kids would come over and play, and they'd stay on their side, and we'd stay on our side. And we got, you know, big old rocks, gravel rocks. We got throwing rocks at each other. And they'd throw at me, we'd duck. We didn't think we was ever going to hit each other. But one day we was doing that, and I accidentally, I don't know where it was an accident. I didn't mean to hit him. I didn't think I was going to hit him, but it hit him right square in the face and blooded his face. And had to go to court over that. And anytime I ever told this story, I told it was somebody else that said this, but the truth is, it was me. And we had to pay medical bills and a fine, and I was on some kind of probation or something. I don't know exactly what it was. I wouldn't get. They only took me down to juvenile detention. I was only there part of the day. I didn't even spend the night there. But when they find this and all that stuff, and I'm like, but I don't remember if I said sir or honor, but I said, but it's only a nigger. I said that. I said that. And you know, it was just the way we was raised. You teach kids anything when they're small, and they'll grow up thinking it's gospel. But I did that, and I'm so sorry. I wished I could locate that boy, but I can't. Well, I don't know if I can or not. I don't know. But I don't know what I would say to him if I did. I might say, hey, look at my babies here and my grandsons. that it won't. When I told this story before, it was always somebody else stood up in front of that judge and said, I never would admit that it was me to anybody. But I admit it now, it was me. It was me. But anyway, I hadn't been to my family reunion since 1989. And now, so many people have died that I have a living memory of. I don't know that I didn't want to go anymore. I'd kind of like to go, but 7 people out of them 80-something is all I know. I know the others. I know who they are. I know who their mamas and daddies was. And when last time I went in 1989, all my aunts and uncles was there. My grandparents weren't, they'd done passed away, but you know, they were all there, and it was just a wild bunch. You know, they had church services on Sunday. They was a very religious family. A lot of them were racist, but they were religious. I don't know that many anymore. And I would feel awful lonesome and down going back into that bit where we have it at. It's at a summer camp for handicapped kids called Camp Carefree. And they let us have it there every year. And we've been having it there since, 30 years. And every Sunday morning in services, we take up an offering for the camp. And this time, they took up the offering. It was $4,500 that the family gave the camp for using it. And it's a nice camp, got cabins, swimming pool, and just all kind of stuff, you know. Very nice deal. We used to have it in Roanoke Rapids every year, but we ain't done that in over 30 years. Anyway. I guess that's all my monologue, or whatever you want to call it, today. I'll video tomorrow. Not sure what it's going to be. I may be cooking a meal again and stuff, something I like. And I'm forgetting something, but hell, I can tell you tomorrow. I ain't going nowhere.